What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. First and foremost, shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. We are riding the Green Dragon today, up about 6.8%. Here we are, $557 with 9 hours and 23 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? I did place a buy order at $522 yesterday. I placed it actually, I forget when exactly, but I know it was before here. I want to say I placed it somewhere over here, and it didn't hit. The reason why is because I wasn't using Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini or Binance or KuCoin or an exchange that has more liquidity. I used Robinhood, and I put my buy orders into Robinhood. I looked at the price today. I'm like, good, I got a good snag. I did good, and I'm actually kind of upset because my buy orders didn't hit. Right now, I shifted my buy. I had to shift my buy orders up. Right now, my buy order is about $3 or $4 above where the current price is now, and it still hasn't hit. So just real quick, a lesson in liquidity there. Make sure you're investing or trading or doing whatever it is that you're doing on an exchange that has enough liquidity to transact. Robinhood's a big exchange. They have enough liquidity to transact plenty of things. I'm sure I wouldn't have a problem transacting Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana or Dogecoin or Amazon stock or Tesla stock, right? But with Bitcoin Cash, there's apparently not as many people trading Bitcoin Cash on Robinhood as I would prefer. So there's nobody to sell, even though right now on Robinhood it says the price is below where my buy order is. There's nobody to buy. There's nobody to sell. So I'm just kind of upset. That's a lesson in liquidity there, right? I took a leap. I like to diversify and not just cryptos, but diversify within exchanges, right? I like to use Kraken, Coinbase, Robinhood, Crypto.com. I used to use KuCoin. I can't really use KuCoin at this point. I could use it. I have a VPN and everything, but I don't use KuCoin at this point. But I do have an account with KuCoin technically. I tried to use various exchanges, and I've been using Coinbase a lot lately. I'm like, you know what, we'll use Robinhood this time, and it bit me in the ass. Unfortunately, it bit me in the ass because we would have had a very nice buying price here. I mean, we had ample opportunities there, but lesson in liquidity there. I'm probably just going to shift all my funds that I'm looking to put into Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to shift it from Robinhood to Coinbase, honestly, because it's rather disappointing. I mean, here we are, and the order still hasn't even sent. I've got it at 560 right now, and it still hasn't even sent. I'm looking at the price on Robinhood, and it's at 556 right now. Like, that's lame. That's lame. You got to work it out there, Vlad. Anyways, 1 hour. I like Robinhood. I like Vlad Tenev. I know a lot of people have controversies with Robinhood, whatever. I actually do like Robinhood, but I probably won't use them again to buy or sell Bitcoin Cash. I probably won't. Maybe just like bigger stocks and stuff, because they clearly have a liquidity problem here, and that's okay. But it's not okay for me. It's okay for them. It's not okay for me though. Coinbase doesn't have that problem. Kraken has that problem a little bit, but less so. At least less than this. Anyways, I want to move on. $556. Let's stop talking about me. Let's talk about you. Getting a lot of volume here. You're moving. You're in this range, and we're looking like we mean business, like we want to move higher. We're very bullish here. The strongest readings that we've seen on the RSI really throughout this whole range. Stochastics look bullish, and the MACD looks bullish too. But the MACD, every time it looks bullish, we go down. Every time it looks bearish, we go up. So I'm not using that as a point in our favor. When you move sideways and you're choppy like this, the MACD is kind of irrelevant, to be fair. But bullish on all other accounts, though. Looking at the 4 hour time frame here, certainly the largest move that we've seen up or down in the fastest amount of time, shortest amount of time throughout this range. The RSI is bullishly implied right here. It's somewhat neutral because you can't get overbought, but you're not getting anywhere. You're not getting oversold at all. You are spending a good bit of your time above the 50, and I think you're getting stronger readings overall to the upside, not to the downside. So bullishly implied, but neutral. Stochastics are bullish at the moment, and the MACD is actually bullish as well. We're right at a point where you expect to bounce, expect to break out. If we're looking at this on the 4 hour time frame, it does look like this is a bull flag, right? You've moved up and you've got your flag here. Okay, some people might say that flag's too long. Okay, well, there you go. Now it's not too long, is it? Or now it's way too long. You know, just it depends on how you look at it, right? It depends on what kind of scope you look at. This is a perfectly fine bull flag. It's absolutely perfectly fine. And the way that we'd measure this, you know, is here. That would take us up to about $660, right up to this high. So we should, in a very short amount of time, see a nice push. Let's just see. That would take us up about another 16 to 17%, something like that. Could have been a 24, 25% gain, but no. Liquidity problems, man. So lame. So lame. I'm genuinely upset. I am butthurt, man. I haven't been butthurt in a while. I am butthurt right now, Robinhood. I talk all good things about Robinhood and about Vlad Tenev, and I got nothing good to say at this point in time. It's disappointing. I've gone through this before. I actually had this issue, man. I had this issue with Dogecoin last cycle. I sold, you guys. I had the selling price at the top. I was literally right there on various exchanges in crypto. My order would have hit, but because it was on Robinhood, it did not hit. The price was even above where my sell order was, but it did not hit. It was so lame. Would have sold the exact top, but would have, should have, could have. Lessons learned, or maybe momentarily learned, and now you have to learn them again. Robinhood's great. I love Robinhood. I'm sure a lot of us have Robinhood or have used it before, but I'm sure a lot of us know what I'm talking about as well. Or if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe it's because you're investing in larger things. If you're using larger things, like I'm sure like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, maybe even XRP. If is XRP on Robinhood, I don't know. Amazon, Microsoft, right? Tesla, big things that you probably have no problem with, but with these little things, it's just it's unfortunate, and you can tell that I'm butthurt because I'm still talking about it. Let's move on. Okay, $557 now. 4-hour time frame looks good. Looks ready to go. We're just waiting on it. Is this the moment that we break till we come back down and then we try again later? Whatever, we'll figure it out soon enough. Looking at this here on a daily time frame. Also, just looking again at the daily here, I think the signs are there, man. I mean, we're getting the most bullish candle that we've had throughout this whole range over the past week, resting right on top of this range here. We're about to break out and send it, man. We really are. And that's why at the end of the day, I can't be too mad because here, whatever. As long as you buy within this range, man, it's going to be fine. We're going to do really good with these positions here. Daily time frame, the RSI looks very bullish. You just bounced off the 50. You look ready to go, man. You look ready to go. Higher lows here, higher highs here in this kind of like channel. Probably going to push higher to your overbought zone. Stochastics look bullish and the MACD's crossed above the zero. We're starting to build bullish momentum again. All good things. So at the end of the day, I think the only thing that we should really be talking about is the next stopping point. I don't mean this next stopping point. I don't mean these little volatile moments here where we're going to move up and then pull back. I don't mean those. I mean the next stopping point as in when we break out, where does this move take us? Okay, we can do this a few ways. If we look at this from a high to a low here, actually maybe the low over here, high to a low here, the very next areas to consider that we might consolidate at would probably be somewhere around $960 to $1,400, and I don't think that's where the move ends, but we just we could push up higher, consolidate for a little bit of time, and then continue to rally from there, something like that. Pushing up towards 2,700 to even 6,700. This would be my target area ultimately for this move where I think we're going to go. Now, I wouldn't bet on 53 to 6,700. I wouldn't bet on this area. I would bet on 4,000 to 2,700, but I wouldn't bet against this area. Does that make sense? I wouldn't bet on this zone here. I would bet on this zone here. I would not bet against this zone here. Obviously, I wouldn't bet against this zone either, right? So anything and everything's possible. $2,700, $4,000. That's kind of the ultimate target. Maybe 53 to 6,700. We'll see. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. We saw those targets probably sometime in Q1 of 2026. Maybe late January, maybe in February, something like that. It could be earlier. It really could be earlier. At the rate of which we grow, this move, I mean, the last time that we were over here, I shouldn't say the last time, but the very first time that we were in these areas, it took us 3 months from a price of $294 to rip all the way up to $4,300. It took us 3 months, not even a full 3 months. So by the end of January, from here, we really could be all the way up at about $4,000, so somewhere around there. That's the end goal, right? We take a high to a low here. Our 1272 is right there at 3,600. 1414 at 5,500. That $3,600 target is looking promising, right? Something that's in between that range that we had based off of this fib, which is $2,700 to $4,000. I mean, that 1272 is right there. It's perfect. And again, I do accept this idea. There really is the possibility that we do see new all-time highs in this move, but I wouldn't think that we get much past like $5,500 or $6,000 personally. If we were, like, that'd be the highest that I could see us going. Most likely we stop somewhere between $2,700 and $4,300. Most likely somewhere in between there. That's my thoughts. But I don't have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say. I'm going to move my funds because you can move your funds now. Now you can move your cryptos from Robinhood to other wallets. They actually allow you to do that. So I'm going to move my funds in stable coins via stable coins onto a different exchange and then use that exchange to buy Bitcoin Cash because here we are, man. We're $4 below my buying price right now. We are literally $4 below. It says it on Robinhood. No, it says it says we're $5 below my price. It says we're at $5.55 on Robinhood, and my buy order still hasn't hit. So I'm gonna cancel it right now, actually, because dude, that's just lame. You got to work that out, Robinhood. You got problems. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care. Bye bye.